Glen Ford, you're an editor of the Black Agenda Report, and you just made a post called Black Libyans Make Their Stand in Sirte and Bani Walid. I'd be very interested to hear from you a black perspective, what this war means to a black man.
It's very clear that the people we've been calling rebels and that the corporate media now call revolutionaries are largely motivated by racist impulses in Libya. That is one of the organizing methodologies to get popular support. There's a city called Tawerga, a very small town, about 30,000 people. It's about 25 miles outside of Misrata, from whence one of the most brutal and wild brigades of the rebels comes. It's on the road to Tawerga that this brigade, which called itself the Brigade to Purge Black Skin, set out, and they have totally wiped off the face of the earth this 30,000 person town populated by black Libyans, that is, black citizens of Libya. The women and children are nowhere to be found. If you ask the Misrata Brigade where they are, they'll say, oh, they've gone to Niger, or oh, they've gone to Chad. We don't know where they've gone. We do know that the men of Tawerga, who have, if they were wounded, sought treatment in hospitals, have been taken from their hospital beds, never to be seen again, or at least not seen again to date. This war has taken on the dimensions of a race war, and it is another layer of indictment against NATO, against Britain and France and the United States for arming what, for black Libyans, amounts to the biggest Ku Klux Klan lynch-type organization in the world at this moment.
You know, there's an old expression, as above, so below, and one wonders just who is perpetrating, you know, the NATO onslaught. I mean, you have a black president. I mean, can you explain what powers would encourage such activities of racism?
The United States encourages any tendencies among foreign peoples that serve its purpose. The United States has encouraged very right-wing jihadist forces in the Muslim world, dating back certainly to 1979 in Afghanistan, is encouraging those same forces now in Libya, in league with Saudi Arabia, the Wahhabi center of the world, which is even now aligned with the Taliban and is exerting its influence on these jihadist forces in Libya as well. The United States, in pursuit of its own interests, does not care who it makes alliances with, as long as the general project furthers U.S. corporate interests, or is perceived to further U.S. corporate interests. Now they have aligned themselves with blatantly racist elements in Libya who are carrying out this race war.
Do you feel that there is any Zionist influence in the unfolding events?
Israel has a history throughout Africa in creating divisions within countries. Its policy is a smaller reflection of United States policy in Africa, which is to create chaos where it cannot exert direct control. That's been U.S. policy in Africa since the late 50s, when Eisenhower, as one of his last acts in office, put out the hit that is authorized the assassination of Patrice Lumumba, the elected leader of the Congo. And it's been the case ever since. If they cannot get their own hand-picked leader in a country and exercise more direct control, they impose chaos on that country. And that is one of the reasons that Somalia has not had a central functioning government since the early 90s, because if the United States can't control Somalia, it encourages warlordism and chaos. The same, we believe, will take place in Libya. If their surrogates among these rebels can't maintain political control in that country.
Well, Mr. Glen Ford, thank you very much. I think you've really brought us up to date. It's just been a short interview, but I think we're much the wiser for hearing what you've said. And it'd be good to have you back, maybe with a webcam.
Anytime that you call, I'm available to you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity.